need to go not to Minimax. We need to bloop. How do I get back to see chat? They do have some very nice miniatures if you wanted old world miniatures, and look at that at another stream. They even have a Jafar miniature here for their Oasis army. So if you ever wanted a Jafar miniature, go to this side right here to get your Jafar. Maybe use him in D&D if you wanted to. It's not. I need to get out of Minimax. How do I get back to T and TT whatever? There's the paint. Hold please, chat. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Breads, and welcome back. We just got done looking at some miniature ranges from Max Mini over at TTcombat. And my name is Breads. I am no way shaped or sponsored by this company. These are just miniatures. Oh, getting old. Ow. These are just miniatures that came across that I came across while searching up Turn Up 28, which is a kit bash game that's out and everybody's raging about it right now. But let's go over here. We're gonna look at Relics. Relics has my interest. I like games that have unique models and things like that. And Relics kind of just disappeared. I don't know what happened to it, but if you wanted the rules and stuff for it, it is all here. They've got first edition, second edition, all that stuff. I believe the rules are free to download. But there's only so many miniatures left. You could try to find these miniatures on eBay. I don't know how much they are. These are all metal miniatures, though. These are not resin like the previous miniatures we looked at. These ones are all pewter, I believe. But see, you can download the digital rules here. But I like these little guys, and these little guys probably could be used for Turn Up 28. I don't think there's a size requirement, but I'm quite fascinated with these. I mean, there's only 2 pages, and we'll take a look at this range. But as you can see, you got the little goblin guys, and then it turns into these stone guys, and that's about it. And I thought there was one more range of like weird robot people, but I don't see those there. And again, these are all metal miniatures that I know of, unless that guy's plastic here, but I don't know. And they're not bad prices either, like $8.15 for. I'm sure that's not going to be cost as much as it would to get them over at Forge World. I unfortunately don't know the conversion off the top of my head for this stuff, but I mean, it shouldn't be that much. I don't think eight euros is going to be like 20 US bucks. I don't think that's going to be the case. I could be wrong. I don't know, but this is the Company Sergeant Major. This is an exclusive that you can only buy here, and I think that's why these models are still around, is because all of these are exclusives to this company that TTcombat owns. Only available to order during events. That's really weird. Company Sergeant Major comes in many shapes and sizes, and longest serving ones always trend to be the most eccentric. Riding hounds or tiny carrots, observing the battlefield from a distance, or getting up close and even taking on somewhat strange mannerisms, all part and parcel of Old Britannian. Ooh. The Company Sergeant is the first ever TTcombat Relics miniature and is the TTcombat's show exclusive relic miniature of 2018. So these are Oh, this guy's resin. I thought this guy would be metal, chat. So these are... sorry, I'm just reading this. Blind will only be at shows in TTcombat 10 days and is available during those right times on here on the website too. So I wonder if he is available or if this stuff's just not available. I don't know, but he is a resin miniature unpainted and assembled with a plastic base. I thought for sure that all of these were metal because the ones that I looked at were metal miniatures. As you can see there, he's a little puppet man. He's got a little dog that he's riding around on a little chariot. There's his eyeball sticking out. These, from what I have seen, the metal ones have these miniatures in general are very, very detailed, and there's a lot of detail on these miniatures that come out really nicely when you paint them. I've seen a handful of videos of these over on YouTube. There's not many. There's like only like 3 or 4 that I found. There you go. There's a Sergeant Major. And as you can see here, there's more things there, but right now we're looking at the relics. We'll come back to this guy here in a minute. I'm just going to go back. This is your Britannian troopers. Once King George had come to realize the level of devastation that had befallen his beloved empire, he knew that he could rebuild his armed forces. I'm not going to read all of this, but let's see here. This contains 9 resin miniatures and plastic bases. Very, very nice. I don't know why I thought these guys... I think it's the actual... My brain chat. I think it's the actual cavalry guys, but I love this dude here. He's using his weapon as a club because he's ran out of shots, but I think it's the cavalry guys and some of the goblin guys that are actually metal. As you can see there, up close. I don't know if that's any better for you guys, but you get 9 of these guys. They come with weird little bases. I don't know how I feel about the bases that you put them on, because I've gotten bases like these before, and they can be really wonky to work with. But as you can see, these are more little puppet guys that I really, really like. They're just patched together to go fight for King George. Let's see here. So there's 9 of those guys, and then we have the Raiden Baron. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Is he a... Let's see here. Men at Arms. This one does not say what he is. And there's no reviews of this guy. But he's your little goblin commander dude. I like the big helmet and how they've got the little beaky faces. I do like that. But here we go. We've got the Highlanders. I don't think they would be fighting against with the Bretonnian soldiers. If I know my history is right, these guys would probably backstab these guys in a heartbeat. That's just how history be. But here you go. The puppet Highlanders that fight under the ban of King George. Today are a macabre version of ancient predecessors, stitched with kills and occasionally dabbled with crude war paint. Their skills in the use of broadswords is legendary, and in full swing of battle, they will make short work of anyone who ventures into their path. Alright, these are also 6 painted, or not 6 painted, but 6 resin miniatures. I really, really like these guys. They're very, very cute and funny looking, and I like the fact that they've got kilts. I like the fact that they're Highlanders. They got these big old swords. I do like that. Here we go. Here is your Bretonnian. Probably saying that wrong. Britannian. I want to say Bretonnian because of Warhammer Fantasy, but Britannian Company Sergeant Major. This is one model, 30mm base. He's also resin. Very, very nice. As you can see there, he's just got his little flintlock pistol, and he's got a little spear. He's got some battle damage on his eye. Very nice, very nice. You've got the color party, which is probably the it's the standard bearer guys here. That guy's drumming on his drum, and that guy's got the flag. Very nice. These are the guys that I was thinking about getting and using for God, Turn Up 28 if I ever got into it. The rules are free, and I think these guys would kind of they should fit into the theme of it. Just kind of make them grim, dark, and gross and goopy looking, and put some like stuff growing out of their stitches and whatnot. They should look very nice, very nice. I really want to get these models. Yo. So this guy is led by the fearsome McGregors. This is a bagpipe dude. You only get one model with a 30mm base. This guy's also resin, but he's got little peg legs. I do really like his button eye. That's very neat. Britannian muskets. I got ladies of the court. Here you go. Plucked from the ranks of the elite rifle companies, those who hold the Covenant title marksmen are among the very best soldiers. I figure them being puppets, they probably don't have the best aim, so anything that can probably hit the backside of a barn is probably considered like, a specialist. But here you go. That guy's kind of laying down, taking cover. He's got like a little laser eye. These guys actually do have little laser eyes. They've got like little scopes. Very nice. And you only get 2 of those. I wish there was a big box of these that you could buy. They used to have big starter kits that you could buy that would come with a good sized army, but they don't have those anymore. And then this little guy here. There you go. This is your hunting pack. So this guy here, he's got his two little dogs. That one doesn't even have any back legs. It's just got little wheels on it. I don't think I can get any closer on that, unfortunately, which is a shame. But these are very cute little models, indeed. And then you've got these guys here. Oh, they're the Bretonian Heavy Dragoons. This one comes with 4 models. So that guy's like half horse and half chariot. That's actually really funny. I do love these helmets. This one is resin models with plastic bases. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And then there's some more dragoons right there, but those are heavy dragoons, and these are regular dragoons. Okay. These guys just have different style helmets. Again, that guy I believe is full horse, and that guy behind him is half like barrel mechanical thing. But these guys, I think are the guys that are metal. The Raiden Kloplop Knights, which are what I really want. Quantity, these guys are 15 pounds or 15 euros. See, a young nobleman wishing to join the order must display exponential levels of strength and courage to be deemed worthy of the tutelage required. An apprenticeship must be served under the command of an established knight, where the young hopefuls are taught to live by honor and prepare to die for glory. The road is to be sworn in as fully fledged knights, and a long and laborious and ultimately accumulates in the capture of a caplop egg. I think that's how you say it. And then over time they raise it. I think this one is the metal. Miniatures reassembled. I'm pretty sure these are metal miniatures, because the guys who had these ones painted them and showed them off. You only get 4, but these are I love these miniatures. I love the helmets on them. I love these little angry bird chicken things that they write on. They're very cool. I know the ones that I saw, the guys who were painting these were metal miniatures, but these ones could be resin. It does not say, unfortunately, what these are. It just says they come not put together, and you may have to put them together, and there may be small opponents. And then we have these guys over here, and these are the foot soldiers, and you get 6 of these. And let's see if we go. Oh, that guy's got a little grub on his shield, chat. These guys have little insects on their shields. I like these guys. They kind of remind me of the goblins from what was that? Labyrinth. There's some like goblins in armor, but also kind of the goblin in Legend. There's it's a God Tom Cruise movie. A very old Tom Cruise movie, and one of the goblins is in armor, and that's what these kind of remind me of. Is like a mix mash of them. Let's see here. I believe these guys are also in metal because it doesn't say that they're also in resin. It doesn't specify. But I really, really like these guys. I enjoy them a lot, and the fact that you get six of them for 12 is nice. Is very, very nice. Then you got the archers. So this is what they look like without their helmets. They're kind of ugly looking, but that's alright. You got to be ugly to be cute, right, chat? But that's really, really what I wanted to look at tonight was these guys. I mean, you've got peasants, you got the baron. There's still a nice little chunk of these guys left that if you wanted to pick up, you can. And I think you'd get enough of these guys, or close to enough of these guys, to put in your turn up 28 army. I mean, right here, this guy could be your Toph, I guess, which is like your general. As you can see, he's on a giant chicken. This one is a multi-part resin miniature that requires glue. So there you go. He's on his little evil chocobo. Very, very nice. And he's got his little scepter. And again, I believe with enough kit bashing and some grimdark painting, these guys could easily fit into turn up 28. I mean, this right here is your puppeteer. He's the only human that I've seen in Relics so far, so I don't know if there are any more humans or if they're just far and in between, but he's one model right there. And I do love this guy, the bomber, because as you can tell, he's hoping he's not going to blow up, chat. He's really hoping. I wish there were more pictures of them painted, because it's just the same picture over here. This one is a miniature resin as well. So I'm thinking all of these guys are going to be resin, but the ones that don't say the resin, like the archers, these guys, and these guys over here are going to be metal. This is the dragon tower. So I'm thinking that's what the whatever giant bird things look like when they fully mature. And that guy's just on the top of it. Oh, this guy's probably not all resin because it doesn't say down here that he's resin. So, bummer. And then there's these things over here, which from what I understand they were like these creatures that are slowly turning into stone. Oh, these guys are resin as well. So maybe everything on here is resin, chat. Maybe the first version of this game everything was metal. And now everything that's left over is resin. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But these are very angry looking, gremlin looking like guys. They probably got fed after midnight, which you're not supposed to do. Very, very nice. But those are all like the miniatures that I really wanted to look at for now. I mean, there's half tilt, which I did say. I mean, this is basically you get the half tilt starter set, which is out. This is basically just full tilt, which was a GW game that was Bretonians basically jousting, and this is kind of their comedic version of it. You got the ogre queen right there. I mean, there's a lot. There's got the half tilt stadium, very nice. It's got a nice little selection. I mean, and there's all sorts of games and things that are here. Let's take a look at resources. Resources is where you would go to if you wanted to download the rules. Tabletop Scenics, no. Gaming accessories. And we're going to... No, it's painting and modeling. As you can see, this company has their own paint sets. So let's look at this one here. I don't know how good these paints are because there's really not a whole lot of... There's not a whole lot of channels on YouTube that test out their paints and stuff like that. The only one that I found was Den of Imagination. But again, they really didn't talk about the strengths or weaknesses of the paints. They kind of poked at it nicely. They were surprised on how well the paints did. But as this one comes with Succulent Green, Trench Mud, Adriatic Skin Black, Verissa Red, Gunmetal, EAA Blue, White, Adamantium Gray, and Spotlight Yellow. Alrighty, so there you go. These are the colors here. I do like that dwarf right there. And what they said, what was nice about these bottles is they're actually dropper paints, so the paint doesn't dry out as badly as the Citadel paints do. But here's all the paints here, and I wish I could show off what they look like, but I really don't. I don't have these. There you go. I mean, it's never... In my opinion, it's not bad to have a whole bunch of paint because it's better to have more paint than paint that you go to use and it's either dried up or you don't like it. So, I mean, for 22 euros, that's not bad for the amount you get. But I mean, they've got candy coats, they've got a metallic set, they've got the washes. They did say that the washes were kind of wonky, but the person who did the video, English was obviously not her first language, and so in her responses kind of didn't make sense. But apparently, I guess there's a little bit of a learning curve to use their washes. But there's an orange wash, purple, sienna, flesh, whatever that is, do coat. Umber wash. Umber washes are probably the most popular type of washes that I've seen, besides like what's it called? Agrath Earthshade, whatever, Earthshade from GW. Let's see here. I'm curious about the candy coats because I do have some candy coat paints that I want to paint on some of my Gunpla miniatures and stuff like that. The problem with these, though, is candy coats are transparent. So you have to... Wow, my model! You have to paint them in a very specific way, and it's very easy to ruin the paint job or for the paint not to come out looking right. There you go, ruby red, sapphire blue, orange, pink, yellow, green, onyx black, emerald green, topaz blue. So usually what you want to do is you want to paint the miniatures in a base coat of gloss black, and then you're going to want to paint something over that gloss black, and then you're going to want to put the candy coat over it, usually like a silver or something. There you go. There's a weird alien bug painted in all the coat and all the paints. I don't know by looking at that if I can say if that's really truly candy coats. Because candy coats are supposed to be very glossy and very nice looking, and you can't really get how glossy they are based on the box art, unfortunately. There's no reviews, so I can't tell you if these are good or not, but I'm very interested in getting some of these paints and just testing them out to see how they hold up. Let's see here. They even have their own. They even have like their own little stuff. Like they've got whatever this is, MDF sealer. That's for the wooden cutout. So if you probably cut them up and glue them together, I guess this seals them together. That's what I'm guessing, Jet. I'm not the brightest in the bunch. I don't really know much about MDF. I don't really work with it. Screen stuff here, little magnets, a mini mold. Wonder what you could use that for. We'll look at that later, but there's face painting widgets. I mean, they have all sorts of stuff. I mean, they even have their own side clippers, hobby knife. They've got super glue, plastic glue, kind of your standard mill. But they even have their own cutting mat for fairly cheap, which is nice. You know, I'm not sure. 750. 750 is not bad for clippers. Just says they're made from durable metal. I don't know how well these would work, or how bad they are. I don't know. But for starting off, not a bad price to give it a try. Some clippers are very superior to other clippers. I mean, my first set of clippers I got from a thing at ye old Walmart. It did its job, but the pieces would go flying. I would say that it put way too much pressure on the sprue, and I would have to search and scour the carpet for them because they would just fly all over the place. Their hobby knife doesn't look too bad, but the problem with the round handles is if you put that on a table, it's gonna roll. It's gonna roll. It's gonna rock and roll, baby. And then you gotta worry about that falling either on your lap or falling off and stabbing your toe. So hopefully, maybe there's a counterweight or something in there to stop it from rolling. I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I mean, we'll get into Rumble Slam. I plan on coming back and getting and looking into these other kind of obscurities and kind of possibly hidden gems over here. My throat is giving out. I know this wasn't a much long stream, but I wanted to do something a little bit different today. We'll get back to Shining Force in a little bit. In a few days, what's that game coming out? There's a Soul Reaver 1 and 2 is coming out, so I do plan on hopping in and playing those because I very much do like those games. I do like Legacy of Kain, very, very good stuff. I'm going to go with exclusives right now because where's that ship? I like this ship. I don't know why. I really do. It looks like a big beak. Very, very big angry bird. I don't know why I'd like it, but I do. I don't know what they would do with it, but it's very, very cool. I don't even know what this ship is called. This is the Syndicate Yacht exclusive. Okay. That one kind of looks like it's made out of Legos, I'm not going to lie. The Thresher Cruiser. I wonder what this game is like. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dreads of Breads, and that is going to be it for this stream. Thank you, everybody, for stopping on by, and I will see you in the next one. Until next time, bye-bye.